Hey everyone, back with you know what, and of course if you're new here, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out your given reality is to you every single day, for understanding the practice and code, or the script that runs within the practice of the mantra. Practice the coding numbers into words and phrases. Now, as I say, I do want to make this just a quick update, so feel free to go into and watch one of my longer videos where you'll get a lot of explanation about stuff and how the powers that shouldn't be play God over everybody by using simple realm dynamics and the word of God. Alright, so I don't even know how you pronounce her name, but anyway, this actress, this is one of the actresses. This is a follow-up with Katherine Johnson that died of 101 that I decoded yesterday already. So now this is just a quick follow-up with the actress. We're just going to call her Miss Henson. I don't know how you pronounce her first name. And so this is one of the actresses, yeah? One of the main actresses in the film. Again, this is all nonsense, buffoonery. Nobody's been to the moon. There's nobody like helping NASA with these crazy, you know, mathematics and aiding these people on their orbits and all that sort of trajectory. If you believe that, before we continue, go and look in the mirror and you know what time it is. And if you don't, I'm just going to call up Uncle Reggie. So, go ahead and feel free to slap some sense into yourself. Alright? And so let's get into this. And definitely watch the first part so you can get everything that I'm speaking about right now, because I'm not going to be really talking about that other stuff. Even though it's going to be running parallel with the numbers and stuff, but you know what I mean? Turn that down just a squiff. Right, so she's 49 years old. She's born September 11th. Again, remember, this is the biggest mind schism and mental health going on to the people and the unsuspecting. Again, mental health equals 119. Feel free to check out my Caroline Flack decode and such delights, and other times where we catch the same, you know, numbers and sequences with a specific situation. So, and of course, remember, the 49th prime, she's age 49, the 49th prime is 227, excuse me. And of course, NASA established in 1958, Freemasonry 58, Rosicrucian, Secret Society 58. But my point is, of course, they're established on July 29th. If you write out PI for pi, of course, 3.14, and that's the first few digits for obviously the diameter for the radius of a circle. Gives us pi. And again, if you write out 22 divided by 7 in a Gematria or Gematria calculator, if you can do it off your head, you'll see that it comes up as 314. So again, when I was breaking down Mad Mike Hughes, clearly there's more to the picture. He's another type of damage control, like Mark Sargent. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He's one of those guys, man. Do I think he's dead? I don't know. That's up for speculation, but I'll definitely say, you know, the fact that he's supposedly born on the 9th of February, I mean, that's another 29 there. But as I say, go and check out those decodes before you turn your face up and thumbs anything down if you're new here, and then see what you say after you watch those, and be diligent, of course. So let's continue here. And also, if you write out 360 equals 227, like 22 divided by 7 gives you 314. So, where are we going here? So Katherine Johnson, 84, that's the lady that just died, the apparent mathematician that helped NASA in real life. And what's her face's full name? Miss Henson, got 84 as well, so 84, there's a match there to just start off. Alright, where else is this going to go? And of course the reflection of 84 is 48. False flag and hoax equals 48. Remember, they do love their duality and inverted play, the old Masonic stuff with their practices. And understanding the alchemic nature of, you know, getting things done and setting yourselves accordingly, basically. That's all that's what they do. Yeah, with all this Gematria sort of stuff, and you know, it aids to help create the world. But as I say, I don't want to sidebar long on this one. Right, so, and what was interesting If you haven't watched the other decode yet, you will see here, which is funny now, because as I say, I'm just stumbling onto her, who's born when? 11th of September. Remember yesterday with the first part 1 of the Katherine Johnson decode, when she dies yesterday, Jim Bridenstine, he's born 15th of June, 156. 156 prime is 9/11. So then now we have the actor. Now here we have the actor who's born 11th of September. You see? This is why certain people get specific, you know, certain people will get selected for specific roles all because of their name, when they're born, the year that they're born, in alignment with, you know, certain celestial bodies that float around, and the timing. They have a specific frequency around them. Do you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. You know, so it maximizes what these people are doing, you know, be it like some type of synergy, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue. Of course, when the lady died, this guy's age 44 years old, kill 44, execution 44, also 116. I don't want to go upside down invert. I usually just do the back to front, but execution does also equal 116, 116, like as above so below, 119. Anyway, so September 11th to this person's birthday. So between them, so basically from year to year, so from say from one year to the next, like 1919 to this year, so from September 11th 1919 to the upcoming birthday, as it would be every year, with this Katherine Johnson, probably an Eastern Star Masonic sorority lady, yeah, shifted in the limelight to play a role. Anyway, to her supposed birthday on the 26th, remember space equals 26, remember she died at 101, 26 prime 101. Anyway, from her birthday, sorry, from the actress's birthday to this one's birthday in the incoming year, 350 days. Now why is that immediately important? Because NASA, of course, equals 35, like 350 days. Unbelievable. Again, they always just come and solidify the work tenfold. That's why it's amazing to me. It's just like every time, literally 9 times out of 10 it always. Oh man. And imagine, look, we've got another 16 days. Remember we had that somewhere before? We're gonna see if it's the same, exactly the same in a moment. I'm sure I took some extra slides and I was checking back, but anyway, if you remember, or if you haven't, go and watch the other part, which will be part 1 with Katherine Johnson. And you'll see we had a 16-day relationship. And note the film came out in Canada, or one of the release dates that I was checking. And I'm sure the other ones will be pretty potent if I check them. One was, the release was Christmas Day. The other one was not far after that, but the other one was the 6th of January, yeah? 1st of January. Sorry, January 6th, excuse me. And also the 60th prime is 53, the reflection of 35. And note, when she dies, to this person's birthday, so from last year, from this person is, excuse me, I've changed person now. It is, was it Jack or Jim Bridenstine? Let's get it up. Yeah, Jim Bridenstine, yeah? This is the administrator of NASA, born 15th of June. We went over the prime relationship with the 9/11 and all that jazz. And the actress when she's born September 11th. Now, imagine, September 11th is the 254th day of the year. Yeah, so again, there's another tie in here with the administrator's birthday and the person that just died, or supposedly just died. Well, I'll say she just died. She's 101, probably did. But anyway, that aside, 254 days. But I'm just showing you how it all trains along. Like on his birthday leaves 199 days of the year. Of course, in Genesis 4:6, it begins with a sacrifice. The day that Katherine Johnson died, as I already pointed out, has a numerology of 46. Again, Genesis 4:6 begins with a sacrifice. If you write out sacrifice, it equals 46 and 55. It's the 55th day of the year. Also, I already pointed out the 30th prime, 311. But anyway, astronaut, because she was helping astronauts. Astronaut equals 30. And of course, we know the deception number with the Talmud. Feel free to check out the other upload where I show and go into that a little bit more. But just understand all the words that... Oh, just check that out. I just want to say myself sidebar. and it will make you watch and learn. So, you know what I mean? So let's continue. There was something with that 66, but I can't remember right now. Jewish 88. What else have we got here? There's that 254 I just spoke about. 2 months, 27 days. This is from September 11th to. This is between her, the actress, and man, Jim Bridenstine, the administrator for NASA. Yeah. Never a straight answer. Necromancing. Was it necromancers? What is it again? Necromancers. Oh, I can't remember that one I made up. Actively sodomizing assholes. That's the one. That's what I love to talk about. Oh yeah, we're gonna look for gas in Uranus and all that sort of shit. Anyway, got the 88 days, of course. 3 times 60, 1,040. That's how many minutes. How many minutes you have in a day is 1,440. And again, in scripture, with the say of 144,000, of course, that's when you times together all your chakra vector points, you know, the petals of the leaf that represent the chakra, or the chakras, excuse me. It's about introspection of self, and then, you know. Anyway, save that for another video, or other videos that I've already uploaded, because I really don't want to sidebar too much here. Remember, both sun and the moon both do the figure 8 and a lemur in the sky. And for those that still don't get it, I mean, come on, you wouldn't even see the same stars yeah, in 6 months' time. If we're spinning, hold up, 1 second, let me come back to this. Oh, I don't need that up actually. Yeah, so, I mean, really? They can only prove this with cartoons, you know, and you've got all these people that come with their stupid damage control, like the Breakfast Club and stupid Charlemagne. I'm going to make another video, a quick one anyway, for those chiefs. And, you know, it's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, they only brought in the corkscrewing stuff about 10, 15 years ago. Before that, there was no corkscrewing. You know, we just did the orbit thing and spinning. Then, because they want to do the whole... You know, like, the more crazy numbers they throw out there, the more you're like, oh my God, the more that you're wowed. You've got like a wow factor. And then it will just make you think, oh, they know what they're talking about. They've got all these special, you know, satellites, even some with the acronym Lucifer, excuse me, owned by the Vatican. And they talk all this bullshit, and I will never tell you the true obviousness, you know, as above, so below. You live inside a hyperboloid torus field, which clearly is the only spherical part of the atmosphere. Get it? The dielectric plane is in the center of this, what you're looking at here. Any one of these, right in the center. You walk on the earth, you've got the hourglass, which is the whole torus field in itself. I mean, it really is that simple. You've got a torso, aura, torus field. I mean, so again, that's why it's just such a liberty that all these people doing their stupid damage control, and then you've got the pretend ones that are with flat earth, but they're not really with flat earth, because they still haven't even stepped up their inventory. As I already explained, people like Mark Sargent, most of them that all go around to the conferences, etc. You see, they haven't truly added enough in the inventory. Some of them do, don't get me wrong, and I know they will say certain things in their even in their presentation, conference, and on their channels on YouTube. But for the most part, and then here we go. Now we've just got the whole new damage control with, you know, oh, flat Earth is a hazard now. Somebody's, you know, trying to fucking make rockets to go up. Obviously, he was a daredevil. I did know that, by the way. You can see on my decode anyway yesterday. Sure, I was watching Prophet Sanchez and I heard what he was saying. But yeah, I did know that. Before I even made my decode, I did know he was a daredevil guy. But yeah, ultimately, you can see how it all ties in together. So hopefully this sparks up some, you know, the neurons in your brain are firing up now. The neural pathways. You get me? Because it's pretty obvious. I mean, how can you not understand this? If you don't understand this, then they've got you. And tried to get me. Again, quickly, for all the naysayers and all the trolls and just all the stupid people, to those that are really fighting the... I don't want to say those that are just on the kind of normal level. that haven't really looked into this, but definitely to those that, you know, the basic beast brain trolls and all the idiots that, you know, the shills and all that sort of stuff. How dare you? So let me just play this real quick.
That's a part of being dumb. You're not aware. There should be a way to tell, like a home pregnancy test type thing. Some shit you take it home and you lick it and you go, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Shit! What the fuck is this? Dudes would never believe it. Idiots would be fucking boxes stacked to the ceiling. Liar! Cocksucker! No!
And of course, we know Joe's Rogan's stance, you know, that was in 2006, but of clear, you know, in 2020, you know, if you can't see Joe Rogan's clear paid for shield to do it stance on, you know, the obviousness, I mean, fucking hell. He changed his tune through the years, didn't he? Unbelievable. You know, it just goes to show. So let's continue. Of course, she died on the 24th. So again, this is between administrator guy at NASA, Bridenstine, and the actress's birthday in the same year, 89 days. And then the woman in real life dies on the 24th in April, which is the 24th prime is 89. I mean, come on. It's just undeniable. Absolutely undeniable. It's 24 anyway, yeah, with it checked. With the other style date duration is the 89. Unbelievable. Of course, death equals 228 in Sumerian cipher. Mathematics 49, the woman's currently 49 years old, the actress. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. I can't remember what it was yesterday, but I swear I had a 53 or something. I might be wrong on that, but I swear I did. Might be tripping. But also, mathematician equals 117. Also, mathematics 40. I just saw a life lesson, or a day numerology, excuse me, for last year with the guy. Incoming to this year, obviously the lady died this year. But I mean, I always find it interesting, the incoming numerology and life lessons and stuff. And then obviously with the year, when you're looking at a case and situation. So again, death 40, foundation 40. You got the 24 with the day numerology as well. And yeah, mathematics 40 and 49, a woman's age. Unbelievable. Mathematician 117 from September 11th, 2019. This is on the annual, so even if you go back to when the film was released, obviously, and you did it 2016 to when the film released in January in 2017, you would still get the same result. So I was just quickly checking, and 117 days. So here we have a movie about, you know, come on, a woman that was doing mathematician stuff with NASA. Come on. And then here I can go and pull up Don Pettit right now, a NASA astronaut apparently, that only a few years ago was saying, what? We would go back to the moon, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a real difficult process to rebuild that technology again. Okay, really? How many times have I said recently? So you're going to tell me you've got rovers on Mars that you can remotely control from Earth, but you can't remake the technology that looks like, you know, a homeless person shelter with curtain rods, fucking, you know, a foil that you use for your food or something in the oven, and all the other bollocks, you know, duct tape. You know, there's got duct tape. You're telling me that made to the moon? That made it to the moon, and they had a rover that fitted inside that tiny little thing that looks like it's actually bigger than the fucking thing that flew there on the moon. Then you've got even, like, you know, cameras showing it land or take off before it, you know. So, so you're telling me there's an astronaut filming it as it landed there, and then you left the camera when it took off. Then you've got Nixon talking on the phone, but then you'll see fucking at them times, when was it, 1969 or whatever, but then you can go and see NASA still having, you know, 50-second delays with their talk in present day. Yeah, they're talking. Only recently they've decided to do HD footage. It's all bullshit. It's all green screen. Mainstream green screen. Illusion. Clear to see. Fiction 113. Did I mention 113 today? Only a tiny bit. Feel free to check out. when I go in more on that, because I'm trying to save the sidebarring right now. So check out part 1 of this. All right. Throughout 3 years and 250 days. So this is from the release of the film to 2020 with her upcoming birthday with the actress, yeah, obviously, and sorry, and with this person just died, yeah. That's why I'm looking at the time span like this with the supposed real mathematician. So we've got the actress's birthday going back to the release of the film. So from this year going back to 2017, 3 years, 250 days. Scottish writer Freemasonry equals 325. Space and NASA equals 17. When the film came out, well, look, we've got Daily Manager of 44. The guy's currently 44, the space administrator, and kill, execute 44. So space equals 44 as well, I'm sure. I've got a slide coming up from yesterday on my history that I caught up on the, that I screenshotted, excuse me with my words today. I screenshotted from Gomantrinator for a quick reminder at the end, so we can quickly look at that as well. But again, a numerology when the film came out, it's got 24, and the woman, Katherine Johnson, dies yesterday on the 24th of February. I mean, come on. So again, 3 years, 250 days. Why is that interesting? Of course, Scottish writer Freemasonry equals that. And on her birthday, the lady that died, so she's got the birthday, Katherine Johnson, of 26th of August. In 2017, look, Space 44, that's when the film came out. A day numerology of 26. You see, even the 1771's up there. But anyway, on her birthday, it leaves 127 days. Yeah. Again, when you write out Scottish Rite Freemasonry, it equals 325 and 127. So you can't just overlook all these obvious tie-ins. If you do, then clearly they've got you and you are plugged into the sub-matrix. You're not plugged into the true actuality of what's going on in the world, let alone your own true potentiality and your cause and effect on the fucking reality, especially as a collective. So I couldn't help but note, so this Henson lady that I can't pronounce her first name, Taraji, I have no idea. Henson, P. Henson, that's what we're going to call her, right? Obviously, you know I can pronounce other names, but I don't know how you pronounce her name. I've never heard it before. Now, I don't follow these people unless they come up in a situation for me to decode. Right, so thank you, Queen. Straight away, I was like, really? Is that what you're going to put, yeah? All right, let me take notice of these bold writings here. So, you know, from part 1, if you haven't watched it yet, check that out and you'll see all the 26s. Remember, she born on the 26th of August, the lady in question, Katherine Johnson. And she died at 101. I mean, come on. God equals 26, letter equals 26. And all the rest that goes with that, which I explained in that part 1 video with all the 26s and your anatomy and stuff. And grave and graveyard and bones. But anyway, here she says, thank you, Queen. So remember, space 26. Queen equals 26. That's why if you didn't realize, the Queen in England, where I am, when did her reign begin? I think it was 1952, but basically she got her like Jubilee and a coronation thing. So one was on 6th of February, there's 2/6, and the other one was on June 2nd, you see? And she's born in 1926. Royalty or royal equals 26 as well. Queen equals 26 again. So this is why this woman now, the actress from the movie, which is all propaganda and nonsense, buffoonery, mind schism in the people, you know what I mean? And that's probably why they put a film on Netflix recently. What's that? I don't watch them. I didn't watch the film. What's it called? Proud Mary or something like that. Yeah. I see that the other day. I said, ah. And then yesterday I was like, aha. That's fucking why. So again, Queen 26. Everywhere 62. Yeah. 46 as well. She died of a numerology of 46. Remember, sacrifice 46. And it was the 55th day of the year when Katherine Johnson died. And you know what Johnson means, obviously, with a male's phallus or penis. And of course, we all know the whole, or if you didn't realize, understand the symbolism with the rockets, because it's all penises and phalluses. Yeah? All penis and phallus and Baphomet and Pan worship. And, you know, this is what they do. And boys in their toys and the patriarchy over the matriarchy. All that sort of shit. Anyway. Johnson, whose razor-sharp mind meant she was able to graduate from college at 18, worked for more than 3 decades at NASA. 3 decades, like 30. Remember, astronaut 13, she died with a life lesson of 30. Anyway, there she performed essential calculations that made spaceflight possible, including the 1962 trip. 62? I mean, come on, that saw John Glenn become the first American to orbit the Earth. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Next one, you'll be telling me there's people upside down in Australia and shit, and all these fucking, you know, boats with all the containers that carry shit around. They're upside down? You're telling me it rains up. You're telling me right now, it rains upside down. What about it rained for 40 nights and all them type of thing? Like, if there was a true global warming, are you telling me it's just going to bulge up with water? But a ball of water. Like, come on, man. Think about it. Are you telling me we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour, orbiting at 66.6 thousand miles an hour? Remember, National Administration, was it National, oh man, what was it? National Space Administration. Oh man, what is it called? Fucking hell. Can't remember the goddamn name now. Let me get it up. National. Oh man, you know the acronym for flipping NASA, for fuck's sake. When you write it out, you'll see it in a minute. It equals 666. That's probably why they give you the, well, not probably, but it's all Masonic numbers, right? I'm sure the Earth tilt leaves on the other side of it is 66.6 with the 23 point whatever tilt it's got, supposedly. Really, that's just the Polaris axis from Polaris and the Taurus field. Yeah, the Taurus field is on its axis, not the plane or how we are situated, and we're inside the hyperboloid Taurus field. Just like you've got Taurus, Taurus field around your body. Fucking hell. And you are your Taurus, or you are your hyperboloid first, then your body after. Right. There we go in here. Right, we are rounding up here. This wasn't even a long decode, but it's going a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Still sidebarring now. So, 1962, run over that. And again, I have to finish this off. Spin 1,000 miles an hour, orbiting at 66.6 miles an hour, yeah, 1,000 miles an hour, following the sun on its trajectory, corkscrewing through the cosmos, yeah, on the arm of the Milky Way at 550,000 miles an hour. And then you're going to tell me if you're a basic beast brain or a stupid troll, whether you want to believe it or you're a shill type of troll. My point is, all that slow-mo stuff is relative when you're seeing all the you know, on the spacewalk with these stupid gloves on, doing nuts and bolts. Like, what are you doing? Then, if you look carefully, you'll see air bubbles because they're really in water. But think about it. You're telling me they're in orbit at 17,500 miles an hour? Is that what you're telling me? That is how much the rocket apparently has to go to break the gravitational pull. Funny that, isn't it? But really, you can see it arcing straight away. It goes up 20 seconds later. Not even 20 seconds, it's already arcing, coming back down. It's not going into fucking space. Oh yeah, we got to get this window because we're all spinning and all this sort of stuff. Not that they even go into all of that. They'll just say, oh yeah, we got to get this window for the timing and, you know, what happened to all that, you know, how much space junk is supposed to be out there. But anyway, I'm going to save it because I'm going to do another upload for the Breakfast Club, of course. And we'll go through his nonsense video and we'll break that one down. Easy peasy. And my mic again, just for the fact of it, because it's hot topic right now. So, God 26 letters in the alphabet. She died on the 55th day of the year. God and Satan both equal 55. Space 17, Mason 17, God 17. Huh. Even another bit of numerology for the day. Yeah, you've even got 10 in there. God equals 10. I mean, come on. Satan 55, 5 and 5 is 10 anyway. Alright, so 66. The date numerology at the top there. 66 prime 137. I think something should be coming up. Hold up here. Huh. Henson said playing Johnson was her favourite role. Yeah. In an interview with NBC5 in Philadelphia that aired just days before Johnson's death. So just the other day, This actress has just had, you know, interviews for whatever the case may be, talking about, oh, it was her favorite role to play this woman, and then now the woman just died, or supposedly just died. I'll say she did die. Mike Hughes, I'll leave that one for speculation, because clearly he's with the Masons. IPS, I will get to you as well. Tim Truth, I'll get to you as well. But definitely, I'll even give you a little bit more of a bly. IPS, ooh, you are, I think you're fronting. I think you're fronting. I think you are one of the other Mark Sargent types, be it Mad Mike Hughes types. Do you know what I mean? You are all part of the damage control, but the infiltrate style. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. So imagine, the interview is in Philadelphia, which is spoken about in Revelation in the Bible. Of course, the synagogue of Satan, where the letter gets taken to, right? God equals 26 and all the other stuff. Anyway, the 101, Philadelphia equals 101. And the synagogue of Satan equals 223. Philadelphia also equals 223. And of course, that's the Skull and Bones number. I'm sure that's their address, 223. Wherever the fuck they are situated at, or one of their fucking lodges. So, and when she played her, the one was 98, a reflection of 89. Remember, the 24th prime is 89. She died on the 24th. Alright. This is me leaving some. I'll save that for my next one. So I'll even skip that. Thought this was interesting. Didn't see too much, I don't think, other than the NASA thing, which we'll get to as well. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Finally. Thinking like, why could I not remember it properly? So, apparently she's some brainy whiz kid. Or whiz woman, or whiz kid from a time, from when she was obviously growing up. She's still a whiz kid now. She's got an MBE. This is Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie. Couldn't get her actual date of birth, but they're saying she's either 29 or 30. I mean, the hot number of the minute, 29 and 30. Dealing with astronaut 30. The woman died with a life lesson of 30. With 311 days remaining. Of course, the 30th prime is 113. Kill 64, the 64th prime, 311. And of course, the Talmud, 113a, when it talks about circumventing the Gentile in a legal setting. And of course, all the words that give you the deception, 113 number, or the code number that we know it as, excuse me. So again, illusion, clear to see, fiction, not true, not factual, bullshit, green screen, mainstream, politics, and more. Equal 113. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing what they've done. I'll give them a round of applause every time. As I say, I should be working for them, because you lot take too fucking long to wake up. I should be working for them. I should be writing the scripts. Not that I want to, but I'm just, you know, while I'm here, damn it. And I'm having a bit of dark humor type of thing. As I've been doing recently, and all the time that I've been uploading here and there. So, Blood Sacrifice 121, Revelation 121, Revelation 49. Is she currently 49? That's the actress is currently 49. That is interesting. Obviously, they don't want you to pay for their propaganda. So I imagine people are saying to me, oh, you know, or the odd ones, oh, should do still be free or whatever. Mate, if you want to support, you're going to support. How many channels that do just don't even do nothing that great? They just do a reaction video of somebody's music video, and they'll be like, before it starts, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, cash up there, and if you want to support the Patreon as well, like. Meanwhile, they've still, you know, they've got how many fucking subscribers, real or not, who knows? You know, so again, look, asking you to subscribe £1 a week for 8 weeks, unlimited digital access for their propaganda bullshit. Yeah, not decoded nothing, just pure mind schism. And people want to say to me, like, really? Big up to those that don't, and big up to those that say what they say that may oppose it slightly. Everyone's allowed their opinion, but you know, fucking hell. And as I say, I was really on it more so for the filtering out. Mathematician equals 117. And remember I did that decode earlier in the year with the lady's son, and they were saying something like he's like an Einstein in America. Was that the same one that was the orphan case? And it was in conjunction with the orphan movie? I'm gonna have to check back, but just go through my uploads. It's probably there in a flipping playlist somewhere. Unbelievable. Again, these people, you know, they just get drafted from nepotism or something, you know. So again, mathematician equals 117. Anne-Marie Amafidon MBE equals 117. I mean, come on. I didn't even clock that before. I've even doing this. When I was doing the prep, I've literally clocked that. This is real-time pupil dilation. Anne-Marie Amafidon MBE also equals 171. Why is that important? Because National Aeronautics and Space Administration equals 171. And there's the treble 6 that I was talking about. I remember time 144, you got the reflection of that, and of course kill 44, execution 44. If you write out 44, you get 144. See? Right, let me see if there's anything on here. This is the bit that I said that I had before. 53, Katherine equals 53. That was the woman. I knew there was a 53 somewhere. And as I say, feel free to check out that decode because there's a whole bunch that I haven't spoke about in pertaining to this lady Katherine Johnson's death. So wholeness, flat, mother, love and power, spread love and light, hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer, and give gracious gratitude but take no shit. Oh, and of course for the dummies, take your ass to the mirror immediately. Yes. All right, man, as we close out, you know how we do. Put those Gamontra goggles on, my people. Or should I say my tribe? As I always say, people's the problem. I love humans, don't like people. People are the problem. Clearly.